because these questions are hard. Like, I'm serious.
I'm curious, man. I like answering questions, so we'll see if I can
Yeah,
do
I
it.
guess that's a
Uh,
very, very smart answer you just gave me. But yeah, I accept
I'm
that.
ready for your questions, bro. I told you. I'm ready for.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the fourth episode of my podcast. In the past 3 episodes, I did not have any names for my podcast, unfortunately. But now, I reached the name that I wanted. We are going to call these podcasts IFA. Why IFA? First, it starts with EPH, which is the shortened version of my last name. And second, IFA is a Persian word which means performance. And I do believe in performance, and I do believe everything is performance. That's the second reason. And the third reason is because I fucking want to. And this is my podcast, IFA. In this episode, I have a very special guest. He's very special to me, not dear. He's a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, and we know each other from within the real world. For those of you who don't know what the real world is, it's a platform, let's say the community, that we both have joined, and we learn a lot of things, and we keep learning a lot of things. And the main thing that we talked about was about how we started our businesses and how we started hustling, what were the obstacles that we have faced, and where we are, and a good discussion. For those of you who are interested about the real world, I am going to provide the link down below in the description. If you want to go and check it, which we super recommend that. Let me know if you listen to me and you actually learn anything, and what I say from my experience, and you implement in your own life, and you actually see the results, because this is very important to me. So let's not waste more time and dive into it. Hi, Nader. Do you want to have a introduction? Like,
Yeah, sure, man.
introduce yourself.
I'm Nadir from the Netherlands, 22 years old. Doing study real estate. Besides that, spending most of my time in the gym, working on the real world, doing crypto trading and copywriting. And copywriting campus is where I met you.
Yeah, exactly. So the subject that I actually chose for this, first of all, I should say I'm really happy that I have you here on this podcast. And we've been trying to do it like for how long? For a month, but we did not have the chance to do it. Yeah, for a while. Yeah, we are busy. That's why.
We are very busy.
We are very busy. Yeah, the subject that I chose.
Different time zones, of course, as well.
Yeah, so that's the hardest thing. But we are two people from two different part of the world. Busy. Okay.
Busy.
So yeah, the subject that I chose for today is transformation. So we're gonna call it transformation, and mainly I want to know like how you transformed and like go through that. But the very first thing I want to talk about is that, like, let's talk about how we actually met. I mean, it's a wrong word to say met. Like how we got introduced to each other. Like that was.
We got introduced to each other. I remember.
Yeah.
So I just got into the real world. I think I was in there for maybe like a week or 2 weeks, and always busy in the chats, trying to connect with other people, trying to learn from other people. And I was going through the chats, and then I saw this chat from this random guy that I've never saw, and he was like, "If you're serious, let's link up. Let's have some conversations about business. We can help each other out." And I added you as a friend. We've been talking since, man.
Yeah, I remember like after we got connected there, like we started talking together. I'm like, wait a second, this guy is like me, you know. And you know, that's such a nod. You know, it's literally like, I don't know. I don't say it's a luck. I guess it's a destiny. I don't know. But sometimes you find some people like yourself, but it's very hard. There are fucking 200,000 people there, and not all of them are actually like us. I don't want to like get separate. I don't want to separate ourselves, but we are different. We like, some people are different. You know, you can say
I
it.
get what you mean. They say it as well. Like, it's not only about going through the motions. It's about actually doing it and actually learning from it and actually developing from it and transforming into someone who's capable of doing those things.
Exactly. And I guess that's a good thing that if everyone tries to do there, because there's a community there, and if everyone actually tries to start networking and like get connected with people like themselves, and I guess that's a really good opportunity, because when you go to school, most people find their friends in schools, right? And they're like, okay, this guy is like me, and they're gonna like be friends, and you know, like be friends. And it's the same thing here. It's a platform that uh, we are there to we have some certain goals, and we are there to reach somewhere. And you know that these people literally think like you. That's why we are all there, right? And that's a good opportunity if everyone starts to like do some networking there, you know.
Yeah. If everybody would do it, then the power of the real world would be insanely big.
Exactly, like that's a good opportunity also that everyone can, you know, take advantage of. But are you ready for my hard questions, bro?
Of course,
i'm,
bro.
I'm
Always
interviewing you. First of all, I just got
interrogate
this
me.
resist slave mind. But yeah, I'm going to interview you like Pierce Morgan did to Andrew.
Right.
That's
Let's
how
go, Pierce. I'm
yeah, let's
down.
do it. Okay. First thing first. No, I just made a joke. I'm not gonna like have those kind of questions. But yeah, how did you hear about the real world?
How I heard about the real world. I guess just because I watched a lot of Tate content, and there he's always talking about that he says he has his own university. It teaches you like 18 modern wealth creation methods. Inside of there, it's proven by actual millionaires who are teaching it and stuff like that. And that's always something that I've been looking for. I did something else before here as well. I bought a course from someone, and it was kind of shit. So when I got into this, and Tate is the way he converse, the way he speaks in his mind and stuff like that. He is coming over as a very trustworthy person. And then as well, I found out that it was like $50 a month. And then if you connect that to the things that Tate's talking about, then well, if you add one plus one, it's gonna be two anyways. So I decided to join, see what it's
Yeah.
like. I mean, it's always worth $50 to try out a month of a subscription to see if it's actually worth it or not. And yeah, I
Yeah.
did, and never regretted it since.
Yeah. What was the main thing that got you attracted to it? Like, you know, like it's like okay,
The
that's the
money,
okay.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Correct.
like yeah,
Correct.
it's.
Money.
I've always
Cash.
been developing myself or transforming myself for a few years now, but the thing that I'm lacking most is finances. So yeah, when someone's talking to you like that and it's proven millionaires as professors, I mean, why wouldn't you join?
Yeah, that's correct. So let me tell you my view on it. So I mean, you know that. I mean, I knew yours as well, but we're just telling the
Yeah,
audience,
yeah,
right? But mine was so as you know, I'm an immigrant from Iran to Canada,
yeah.
and I left Iran at 18, and I came to Canada. I was with my aunt and her husband like for almost a year. They took care of me, and they literally fed me and literally helped me. Like they did what they did to their kids, and that they did something. If they didn't do that, I don't know. Like fuck, that would be
Yeah,
really
respect to
hard for
them,
me.
man. Respect to
Yeah, and
them.
also like they helped me with the process that I came here. So boom, what they did to me was something that no one would do to anyone.
Only
And
family
yeah,
can
we
do
weren't
that.
even that much close. But anyway, so I came to Canada, and then I had the goal of getting the Grammy in my head.
I know. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. So I was into music industry, and why was that? I should say this before I get my result. I was emotional. Okay, I was reactive to my emotions, and what I did was, and those emotions were mainly anger and negative energy, and I tried to make it like through a song and like spread that negative energy that was in me. And
Hmm.
that's not something that a man does. I don't think that a man would react to their emotion, and I guess that's the whole point. I guess that's the biggest difference between men and women. Like we do not react to our emotions. I would, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest ones.
Well,
Let's say,
yeah, I kind of agree, but on the other hand, I'm always thinking like emotions are there. You're gonna get caught off guard from emotions, so in a certain way, you're gonna react to it. I think the biggest difference, in my opinion, is not that we're not reacting to it. I think we are controlling it.
that's correct. That's a better answer. I guess, yeah, that would be a better answer. I mean, uh, controlling. Yeah, I
Because
get.
if you
I get.
control it, like let's say you have a emotion of anger, and let's say you're at the gym, you get some news, you get angry, you're gonna react to it anyways. So it's better if you're able to control it and channel it to something which will be positive for yourself.
Absolutely true. I agree with you. Like that's correct. Like we spend that negative and that energy. Let's not call it negative energy. That energy that emotion gives us, we can control it to spend it in another way. But
Yes, exactly.
right, yeah, I guess that's a very very smart answer you just gave me. But yeah, I accept
I'm
that.
ready for your questions, bro. I told you, I'm ready for your questions.
Exactly, you were ready for me. But yeah, so in my back then I was like that. Like I was reactive to my emotions, and literally I did not want to do the very hard work, and I knew that's a lack. And then
Hmm.
I decided to immigrate. I was like, okay, I don't want to go through that path now because it's going to be literally off the podcast. But yeah, then I came to Canada. I was going through that path, but literally I could not be that person anymore. I could not be that emotional person because I had to work all the time. I never worked that hard. I never worked in construction back in Iran, but when I came here, I worked in construction. I worked in the fucking restaurant. What is it? Moving. I worked all of this stuff, and that thing that was in me, I was gaining more experience, and I was like, okay, I'm not sad. I can't be sad. I have to survive. I can't sit down and be sad actually. So I have to
You
like
don't have to
I
talk.
have to do the fucking work. And then that was the first time in between that I started like consuming this content. I was like, okay, wait, bro, let's listen to this guy. And then I decided to actually change, and I literally switched from how I was. I literally switched. Like I had long hair, literally skinny, and I decided to change. That was my. I mean, that was very summon
Yeah,
way
yeah,
that I
yeah.
could
I
have
know,
given.
I know. I remember the pictures as well from your
Yeah, did
before
you
and then
see?
the after
Yeah,
one. I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I still remember them, and it's a good transformation, man. Yeah, for sure. And you're gonna keep going, keep progressing anyway. So
Yeah,
let's go.
exactly. So yeah, let's talk about the outcome. Like there are a lot of people that they say, "Oh, okay, we joined the real world and we did that, we did that." How was the process for you? Like literally.
The
First of all, did
process
you have any
was
outcome? Do you want to share? I mean, I
well,
know
my
that if
outcome
you want
at
to
the
share.
moment is yeah, I have two clients where I'm working in with now with right now, and for one client we just have an ad, and it's been going for like three weeks now, 3.5 weeks, and we almost have 100 leads. So that ad is going like really well. Financially wise, I am not getting paid yet, but you know the clients that I'm working for is more to get the experience, put in the reps, and get some testimonials as well, so you can leverage them later and then actually start getting more and better paychecks for the work that you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. That's literally the same as me. I got like two clients, and I'm trying to, because it's not only about taking the money from them. It's literally about making them money, and then them give you the profit that you made them for them. You
Yeah,
made it
100%.
for them, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm like looking at it in a bigger scale. I want to literally like get make it a big business after I prove that I can actually bring the results, like you said. So yeah, that's my plan as well. But do you want to talk about the process? How was it? Like when you first started, like okay, from the previous person, from that person that you were, and then you decided to okay, enough is enough. I am going to be focused. I am going to stop being that old person and I want to change. How was that
Mm-hmm.
process? How did it started? How did it start? And like share some experience.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that change, I would say, and the transformation started maybe like for now, like 4 years ago, I would say, maybe yeah, 3 to 4 years. And for me, it all started with going to the gym. Yeah, you hear it a lot of people say it, but you know, it's actually true. That's where things changed because I always had that mindset that I wanted more, and I always had the no, let's call it dreams that I wanted to do more and achieve more. But I wasn't doing anything. So then a buddy of mine said to me, because I was pretty fat, he was like, go to the gym with me one time. So I went to the gym with him. Never left since. I've been training 6, 7 times a week. And yeah, that changed a lot of my mindset. It gives you a more discipline, determination, and you get more clearer thoughts about what you want and how you want to approach it. And then this bald guy shows up, and you're like, yeah, this is my time to shine.
Exactly. So everything started from going to the gym.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. But what about the process that you were into? My main question was about the process, like in business aspect, in the real. Okay, how was that process? Like literally frustration that
Yeah,
you had at first, because I remember you had it. I do. Do you remember? I remember
yeah,
there was
yeah,
a
yeah,
time that we talked. We were like, bro, these people don't answer my emails for
yeah,
weeks.
yeah, yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, of course. So you get into the campus. I mean, we both went in the copywriting campus. You follow the lessons. You put in the work that is asked from you, and you're done with the campus. Now it's time to get out in the world and get your clients. And you're like, all right, the campus, I got this, easy. Just gonna put in a few emails, few DMs, and boom, I got
Boom.
clients. No worries. So yeah, then you start doing it, and then it's gonna take days, and then after days, you're like, it's going a bit slow. And then you start doing it for weeks, and you start sending like a lot of outreaches, and you're like, damn, it isn't working, and you may from time to time have some doubts about yourself, like, what am I not doing wrong? So then you're gonna start reflecting on it, and then Andrew luckily brought out some new things like warm outreach and stuff like that, and that's when I started to OODA loop a bit more and reflect more on the work that I've put in, and that's when when I actually eventually got the clients. Yeah, it was harder and it took longer than I expected,
Yeah.
but be determined, consistent, not giving up, and in the end it will work out. Because if you don't give up, then eventually you will get there. It may take longer than for one person than for the other, but if you just keep doing it, then there's no way that you're not gonna make it.
Absolutely. You know how long it took for me to get my first client?
Three to
12,
four months,
12 fucking months, bro. But
12
here's the
months. Damn.
12 fucking months. But here's the catch. I had zero, literally, I had zero skill. I can't say zero skills in sales, but I had zero benefit that I can give to a business, because all I did was fucking playing instruments and making songs. I did not have real life experience. But the thing is, I joined and I was like, I had this in my mind. I was lazy. Okay. I had this in my mind. Okay, money, yeah, let's make some money. It's easy, easy. I'm gonna get a client in next week. I had this mindset. And with what? Client for, okay, let's imagine even if I got my first client in the first week. What could I have done for them? Literally nothing, right? So here's what I did. I made a mistake that I'm sharing right now. I literally I tried to skip the lessons to get to the getting
Uh,
clients parts. Getting
yeah.
clients parts. But I guess that's what most of the people do, and that's the mistake that I'm telling you. If you skip the part that is actually teaching you the operation, you're not going to make it. Even if you make it, even if you become good at sales, what is the benefit that you are going to give to people? You're not going to giving them anything, and you want to take from them, right? So that is literally what scavengers do. Right? So it was my fault. And during this time, I guess it was a transformation between who I was and who I am, right?
Mhm.
Because I had to literally change and become someone who's focused on actually getting the things done, and like learn and implement, not just go and sell, right? That was me. And then after 4 months, I got frustrated and I was like, this doesn't work. This is a lie. This came to me. This is a
Yeah.
lie. And then what I did was I canceled my subscription. It was actually before I talked to you. It was actually
Mm.
before I talked to you. I canceled my subscription, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it myself. I still had it. I still wanted to do it. Like, I still wanted to make money. And then I got to the, but that's the path. That's the map. I like closed it, put it in my pocket. I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out myself. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't say I could not do it. I would do it, but it took longer than you have the map, right?
Yeah,
Till you
way
figure
longer.
it out yourself. Then I saw an ad on social media about affiliate marketing, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, this is the thing. Using AI, making money in one day, and I got sold, and I just bought that fucking high ticket product and affiliate
Mm-hmm.
marketing course. And how much was it, bro? I felt stupid at a time. I was like, I
You
literally
make
felt
mistakes, man. You make mistakes. As long as you
exactly.
learn from them.
It was very hard for me to get rid of that thoughts that I literally felt stupid, because I was like, okay, because that was because of the laziness, I would say. I wanted the results fast. I didn't want to do the work that it takes to be
Yeah.
there.
Quick and easy.
Exactly. So anyway, I joined the fucking affiliate course, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I reached the point. I was like, you know what? This is hard. I am going to join the real world again, and I am going to actually sit down and learn all the lessons. I am not going to do anything. I'm going to learn all the lessons, because while I was doing that, I had to work in a uh, restaurant as well,
Mm-hmm.
because of the bills I have to pay.
Of
So
course.
exact. And then I was like, you know what? I am going to sit down and I am going to learn everything that's here, and I'm going to implement it step by step. I am not going to skip the missions that they're giving me. And then that was the time that everything started to happen. That was the time that after that I saw you, and then we started talking, and then I literally learned everything, and then I started to outreaching, doing this, and then it took me. I guess it did not take me 12 months. It took me literally 4 months, because
Yeah.
before that I didn't do the work. But yeah, here was my aspect. It was very fucking long. I said, do you have anything to add to this now?
No, man, I agree. It's like I said in the beginning as well. It's not about going through the motion, but it's about actually putting in the work and actually performing the reps, so to say. And I think a lot of students make that mistake. I think a lot of students as well, they skip the lessons. So yeah, from the start, I was like, in this aspect and in this scenario, I'm stupid. I don't know anything about it. That's why I joined. I'm trying to learn. The guy who's teaching it, he made millions and millions and millions with this. So if I follow the steps, eventually I will get there. It's like they say it all the time. Like if a millionaire would come to you and he would say to you, you have to do this, 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 and this in order to become a millionaire, you would listen. So from that moment, I was like, all right, I'm a rookie. I'm just gonna listen to what he has to say. I'm gonna do what he asks from me, and then I will get there. Yeah, I had a lot of faith.
Absolutely. So exactly. I told myself, let's not be arrogant. Let's accept.
Yes.
I don't know shit. Let's learn it. Let's listen to the guy that know it, and let's fucking do it. That was the time, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Yeah, 100%, man.
yeah. So I have actually another good question here for you. That so the transformation. It's not about the how is it? Is it about the money? I don't think so. Is it about the money, or what is that? What is the transformation?
Um, well, I think the money is, of course, a big part why I'm doing it. It's not just because it's money, because money essentially is nothing, but it's more about the things that you can do and that you're able to do with the money, like time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, stuff like that. That's why you're doing it, of course, and that's why when you speak to a lot of students in the campus as well, like everybody is doing it to make sure that they can provide for themselves, for their family, for their children, future wife, future children, stuff like that, just to make sure that you can do everything that is needed to do when the time comes. But besides that, of course, it's also nice to make money with something you like doing. And for me, I struggled a bit with finding out what exactly I like in copywriting. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, it's amazing to be able to step up to a company and be like, yo, I'm gonna help you reach the top. And then actually be able to level up that business so much for to becoming like one of the top players in the market. and changing not only your life with the money that they're paying you, but also changing the life of the people who own that company, and actually like being like behind the scenes, being able to make sure that company makes their mark on the world or the industry they're in. I think that's pretty sick.
Yeah, absolutely. And in my opinion, in my view, I guess it's not only about the, as you said, it's not only about the money. It's a big part of it, of course, because
Yeah,
that's the power, right? That's the stored energy, right? That's the power, literally,
100%.
right? So I guess that's a big part of it. Of course, I agree with that, but I don't think that's it. But that's only what makes you to have your own opinion. That's only what makes you to be able to say what you want and do what you want. You know, the freedom that it gives you, right?
Yes.
And I guess in my view, like getting that what is it? Becoming that person through the process is the goal. You know, because when you're a person that you dedicate yourself and become disciplined, because you have to be disciplined if you want to have some results, right? You have to be disciplined, right? The process that gets you and the person that you become through that, you know, process, that's what
Hmm.
it is. You know, because I can see the change in myself. I was not dedicated, I was not disciplined, but the process made me disciplined. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you know,
You're becoming the man who's capable of facing the world, so to say.
exactly. Like who said that? I don't remember. Like I remember I saw a video. Somebody says that having it does not take a long time to have a successful business. It takes a long time to become the person who can handle the successful business, and that is the
Yes,
truth,
100%.
right? And the more like the time passes, I realized how fucking true it is. Right, becoming that person is the right transformation, because money. Somebody else says that money comes and goes, because life is literally like a chart. It has ups and
Hmm.
downs, and
100%.
it if who you are, because if you are in the down part of the life, you have to, when if you went through the bullshit before, you can go up again, because you know how it is. You know, if imagine if I was given a lot of money at the time that I was that old person, right?
Hmm.
The previous person. If I was given it, I would fuck it up. Who knows? Who knows what would I have paid the money for? The drugs? Who knows? Alcohol? Because that's what happens when you do not earn it yourself. When you're actually not worth it, and you have it, you don't deserve it, and you would do stupid things. I guess literally the person, the transformation between the previous person that you were and who you are
Hmm.
now, and
Yeah.
who you are becoming, that is the transformation.
Yeah, 100%. Like becoming the guy who's capable of, let's say you have a business, be capable if you lose the business to build another business. Like you said, if you get a company, or let's say your parents have a big company, and you get it and it gets bankrupt, and you don't know how to start a successful business, you're gonna be fucked. But if
Exactly.
you're the person who's gonna be able to start a successful business or help a business become successful, anytime, you will have no problems with that, and that's something you can, no matter what happens, always get back on, and you can rely on, and that's what a very big foundation of you as a person is going to be.
Absolutely. The achievements, you achieve them, you know how to do it again. You can do it over and over again. And someone who's a like wealthy person who makes it, and then they make it like over and over again, right? And then if they are like taken out, everything is taken out from them, they can do it again and again, because they are the person that they did it. And even the connection that they make more friends through the networking. Like they do more networking through the process, and they know more people, they know more tricks, and the information cannot be taken, right? You have the information. I guess that's the thing, like all the
Yeah,
experience, all the person that you become. But I want to add something here.
100%.
Yeah, I want to add something here about the process thing that we said. We said, oh, we went and like we got disappointed, and then we started to do it. I saw something from Alex Hormozy, okay, and
Mm.
the guy was saying, so there is a there is like a path that everyone like goes through when they start a business. It's like this. Starts from here. I mean, I'm not going to be able to show it very good, but it starts from here and then comes here and then goes up. How? So it's like, okay, first you start and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make it. That positivity that in you,
Yeah.
you are.
You're eager. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you start here and then you calm down. You understand that, okay, this was not as easy as you were told it is. And this is the time that most people give up. And this down part that you understand is not hard. If you keep doing, stick with the process and you keep going, you come here when you see a little bit of results and you understand that, okay, I have to do the work. That's the first client part. When you get your first client, okay, now I deserve it. I kept working, and then after this you go upper. We are not there yet, but we are going there. This is
Yeah,
the
we're
part that
going there for sure.
exactly, this is the part the business goes off and you get cash in. That was, I wanted
Yeah.
to add this because that was a very good fucking explanation that this guy did. What do you think about Alex Hormozy,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way?
yeah. Fully, yeah, I know Alex Hormozy, and I fully agree with that as well. I want to add a little thing as well. That is like when you land your client, you're like, oh, nice. I landed my first client. Now it's time. I gotta make some money. It's gonna happen. And then you actually think about it, and you're like, fuck. What is it that I can actually do for them?
Exactly.
For example, I'm doing ads for one of those clients. So you write an ad, you test it out. You're like, fuck, it doesn't work. You're gonna look back on it again. You're gonna reflect. You're gonna do another ad. You're like, oh fuck, this one also doesn't work. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna keep trying and trying. And what I had as well, I tried a few ads for my clients. They got some results, but not like the best results that you can get. And now I have an ad that's doing very well. And
Great.
that's also part of the process. You're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you don't have to be afraid of failing. You should just accept and embrace the fact that it's gonna happen, learn from it, and then make sure that you're gonna do better than last time.
Absolutely. If I mean, failing is a normal thing, but if you never give up through the failures, you are going to fucking win. Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%,
Exactly. If you
100%.
never, I guess, if you never give up, we don't know how much time we have on Earth, do we? No, we don't know
No,
shit. Exactly. So if we
can
know,
be
if
can
we
be
do
over tomorrow.
exactly, if we do not fucking give up until the time that we are here, we are going to fucking win until he knows. He knows. We don't know. So
Yeah,
let's fucking do something.
100%,
It's a,
100%.
because there's an aspect. Everybody's like, I mean, not everybody. Some people, I would say the majority, especially fucking teenagers, they're like, oh, we don't know. Oh, God is not real. Oh, we don't know how much time we have here. Let's have fun. Like, idiot. You don't know how much time you have and let's have fun. You fucking dorks. I don't want to say that because that word does not belong to me. But you idiots. Like, what do you mean? You don't have time. You don't have enough time. Let's just get something done. What do you mean we don't have enough time? Let's have fun. Let's get drunk.
Yeah,
Let's do stupid bullshit.
yeah,
Idiots.
I agree, man, 100%. I mean, that's not for me. It's not for you, and that's fine. I mean, like Tate says as well. I mean, somebody has to flip the burgers, so it's not gonna be me. But if
Exactly.
somebody else wants to flip the burgers, bro, flip the burgers. I'm not holding you back. I would like
That's
one.
true. And the thing is, I literally flipped burgers. So the first, not literally, but no, seriously, seriously. Let me tell you this. No, I'm telling this. So the very first restaurant job that I got was a burger place, and I flipped
Mhm.
burgers. And all I did was literally flipping burgers. At the time, I did not know Andrew. What I did
Mhm.
was literally just at the grill flipping burgers and making sandwiches like a geek. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
second job, that was the time that I actually saw Andrew's content that I had. It has still flipping burgers. And what I did was I was flipping burgers because I had to, right? I did not have the information that I do have now.
You have to pay the bills.
Exactly. I had to flip burgers, and I back home, and I saw this bald guy yelling at me. Someone has to flip the burger, you dumbass. And I got fucking pissed off. And I'm like, this motherfucker is talking to me like this. I'm pissed off. I don't want to flip burgers. And
Good. That's what he wanted. That's good.
exactly. And I was like, how you people flip burgers and come back and are not pissed off of what this bald guy is telling you? Because I'm
Yeah, man.
pissed off. I literally wanted to slap him in the face. I mean, with respect, but literally that is the furious, how furious I was at first. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, makes sense, man. I mean, I would have the same. I mean, I'm not flipping burgers, but at my job, as well, I'm like, I don't want to do
What
this.
was the job that you did though?
I've done a lot of jobs, man. I've been working since I was, let's say, 15, 14, I would say. I worked first. I worked in a restaurant. I got paid like €2.60 per hour. That's almost
Yeah.
child labor. Makes no sense. Then
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store. I started filling up the shelves. I did that for, say, in total, I would say 2 or 3 years. But I've worked for three different grocery stores. I worked for two at the same time at the moment. Then I also had an internship with like more of a technology company, and I started working there as well. So when I was like, let's say 16, yeah, I think 16, I had like three jobs at the same time, and I was going from 8 to 5 to 1, then from 6 to 10 to the other one, then go to sleep and do the same shit tomorrow again. So I worked a lot of jobs. I also went from door to door, did some sales there, and now I'm working as a delivery driver for a grocery store again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I still work. I mean, at the time that I'm working on the business, I still work in a restaurant.
Yeah, for
Again,
sure. I'm working
I
now as
flip
well. I mean, still,
exactly,
bills need to be paid, man. As
absolutely,
long as we can't do it and we don't have a
exactly.
solid income, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know, the difference between some people and us is that most other people, they have something, back. Like, okay, if I don't do this, I'm fine. And okay, they have the hustle, I guess, as a hobby maybe, but
Hmm.
the hustle for me is not a fucking hobby. This is a need. This is I have
The
to
way out.
I have to fucking get it done because I do not want to do this shitty job till infinity, and I have to do something else. So what I do is like literally in the morning and in the night, I work on the business and do all this stuff, and then through the time I work in a fucking restaurant. But I literally have no shame in it. Maybe at first I was like, I have no shame in it. Maybe at first I had some, but I'm like, I am now proud of myself because of that.
You
Because
should.
I don't have one step back, so I'm proud of myself with pride. I'm
Yeah,
arrogant.
with pride. 100%. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I have the same when you hear like other people saying like, oh yeah, my parents pay for everything and stuff like that. Or, yeah, I don't work or I don't have to work. I'm like, all right, not sure that you don't have to, but then I look at my situation. I'm like, I'd rather be in a situation where I am capable and able to take fully care of myself than relying on someone else. So
I
yeah,
mean, I
I'm
mean
proud
that's
to do what I do.
yeah. I mean that's I don't understand that when somebody says I am over 18 and my parents pay me. This is shameful. I'm sorry, but this is fucking shameful. Imagine. I mean, I don't talk about girls because girls are
Different.
different, right? They are different. But boys will become lazy, and that is absolutely very fucking bad for them. Because
Yeah.
in the future, I would say, I mean, we are not old enough to, talk about certain things, right? So we are
No.
not old enough to say, but I would say, in my opinion, so far, that is absolutely shameful. If you are a boy and over 18 and uh, your parents pay the fucking bill, you know. And for me, I was back then. I worked back in Iran as well, but I did not pay the rent. Right, I was living in my parents. So I guess for me, I wanted the easy life, okay, and I pursued the West. And as I said, my aunts and their husband they helped me a lot till I get here, and even they helped me with the initial things here. And when I came here, I still wanted the easy life. I said that okay, I'm going to the Canada, and I am going to have an easy life. Oh shit! And I am going to have an easy life. And then I came here and I understood that okay, there is no fucking easy life. There is no easy life. I'm not a hot chick. I can't have an easy life.
Yeah, it's different then, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess that was the plan that God had for me. Okay, you want an easy life. You go through this path and you understand. I learned most of the things through the way. It was not. Yeah, I do not regret anything because the path that I was on, even me wanting an easy life, literally proved me that there is no easy life.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think that's good as well. I mean, you have to figure it out one way, and you can live an easy life, so to say. But I agree with what you say. It's not gonna be an easy life because you're gonna get some very negative things, and life is gonna be very hard in a different aspect. Like you either choose to live or to work hard and live an easy life, or you live an easy life and it's gonna be hard for you in another way.
Exactly. I want to add something else into that. In West, mainly in Canada that I talk about this. There are a lot of homeless people. Okay, you
Hmm.
see them a lot, especially where I am in Vancouver now. Okay, and I don't want to blame them. Okay, first of all, I should say I'm not going to blame them, but these people are helped. Okay, are helped financially a little bit
Hmm.
because there was a time that I sort of got the help that they get at the time. I
Hmm.
don't want to go through that, but I got helped like they get help. A little bit of financial help.
Hmm.
And what they do is that get that help and keep being in the fucking street like a moron. You know? What I did was that get that fucking help and just paid it in the fucking room and rented a room. And I slept fucking hungry. so I want to say that most people, as I said, like they want an easy life. That's why they become homeless. You know why? Because they are helped, and they're like, okay, I'm getting this help, and I'm gonna pay this to the fucking drugs or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, if they get free money and they don't have to keep themselves
exactly,
accountable, they're gonna do
exactly,
stupid shit.
absolutely. And you know what caused that? Being a pussy. I don't want to say like just that's the bad. Like literally being a pussy and being a fucking what can I say? Like if you're let's not say that. Let's say being soft. I
Yeah.
believe if you're soft, you're going to pay as the example that I said. You remember I said if I was given a lot of money, I would have paid it into bullshit because I was a soft
Yeah.
person. But if you go and have experience, you're not going to fucking fuck it up. So I don't want to blame them, but this the thing that the reason that most people they become homeless, I guess, because they are not that person and they are they are literally pussies.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a safety net for them. I mean, if you're gonna keep doing that, then they're never gonna have to do it on their own because they always know, oh, if I fall, the safety net's gonna catch me.
So yeah, overall, the last question I want to ask is: do you think? Oh, sorry. Do you think that the transformation was because of the platform? I mean, I give the credit to the platform, the real world, but do you think the transformation was because of that? Because there are 200,000 people there, over 200,000
Mhm.
people there, and they're not all transformed. What do you think?
Um, I think partially yes. Like you said before, there are 200,000 people in the real world and in the community, maybe even more. And not all of them are transformed. I think why it's a bit different for me is because I started transforming before I joined the real world. So I got a certain mindset, I got certain views, certain perspective on things, and I started working on self development on myself a lot. And I would say after, yeah, I think around after 3 years of me doing that, I have progressed a lot. And then I started to join the real world. So partially the real world, especially financially, and also with some mindset aspects and some views, has been very transformative for me. And I would advise it to everyone because it's going to be good for you anyways.
Yeah.
So it does play a part. And I think besides that, just like you said, there are a lot of people who are not transformed. It would be better to first get yourself transformed and then join it because I think you're going to look at it from a different perspective. You can also join it right now and then start working on yourself as well, because it's not only finances that they teach there. They also teach mindset. They teach you everything you need to know in order to become the person who's going to be capable of doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in following of the thing that you said, we are going to provide the link if anyone wants to join. As you said, this is not only about the money. This is about the transformation from the previous people that we were and who we are today. So we are not only talking about the money, right? As we said. So you can like join it. We're gonna like provide it in the description as well. But in following that, I believe it's about you because you changed. That's correct. I give them the credit because they have the blueprint, they have the map. They made it way easier. But even if they provide the information, even if they provide the path, you are the one who is listening. You are the one who decide to become that person. So I first give the credit to the person who changes. You know, I do not give the credit that much to the way. You know what I'm saying? So because there is a path, and let's say the information exists, but there are some valuable information at one place that made that blueprint, right? For the financial part. But if
Yeah,
you are not the if you're not the person who would listen, as I said, I was arrogant at first. I did not want to listen. If you're the person who do not want to listen, you're not going to fucking transfer. And who are not willing to do the work. You are doing the work. You know, I give the credit more to you than the blueprint because you are the one who's sick. I see. How long has it been? You've been sick for a week
month
now.
and a half or
You've been
something.
fucking
Yeah.
working out, and you've been fucking working the business, and you know, I give the credit to you first, or to the person first. So I guess, although we give the credit to the real world, but I would say, yeah, if anyone wants to learn about marketing and anything and making money and stuff, and even the mindset, yeah, join. That's absolutely great. But ask yourself this question, I believe, first, anyone, that do I want to change, or I want to keep being a coward? Do you agree with
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I fully agree with you, and I want to add something to that as well, because a lot of people always say that they want to change, and that they're willing to change, and that they don't want to live their current life anymore. But if you ask that question, please ask yourself as well. I want to change, but am I also willing to pay the price what comes with the change? Because most of the times when people find out, oh, but I have to sacrifice a lot of things that I don't actually want to sacrifice, that immediately also means that you don't actually want to change. Because if you want to change, you're willing to pay the price. You're willing to pay any price in order to get out of the place that you're in right now.
Absolutely, you just nailed it. Let me add something to what you just said. So imagine
Sure.
you go to a restaurant and you order food. You order a very special dish. Okay. First thing first, you have to pay the price for it. Life is a business in my I look at life now sometimes as it is the business. Life is a business. You have to pay the price to get the reward, to get the whatever you want. When you're a restaurant and you order a good dish, very expensive one, special one, you have to first pay the price, then they let you sit down, and then you have to be patient and wait for the delicious food, because the delicious food has the material and they have to add, I don't know, salt, like stuff in it, and it
Takes
takes
time.
fucking time. So patience
Yeah.
is important, but you have to pay the price plus the patience, you know, and you wait until, because if you want to get an omelet, it's gonna be ready in 5 minutes. But do you want an omelet or you want a special dish? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would add.
100%.
That's what I would add to it. The patience and the price. Everyone, I'm sorry, most people do not want to pay the price that it takes, and I was one of them. I apologize for the
No worries.
sorry
No
again.
worries.
So I was one of them. I did not want to pay the price, but I wanted the reward. But I'm sorry. I it is in my experience. You can go through it and like be wanting the reward and do not want to do the work, and you reach
You'll
the
find out on your own.
exactly. But or you can listen to me. Be smart. Listen to me now. This life does not exist. There is no easy life.
Yeah, no, man. I think I fully agree. I think we nailed it at the end, and yeah, I was very happy to be here, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was a good discussion. So we look forward to it. we had a discussion that we might have this more. So let's see. And that was a very actually good thing that if we can like keep doing it. But let's see what happens. And do you have anything that you want to add now?
No, man, not really. I think it was very good. We discussed some very nice topics. I think we both have a interesting story to tell. I mean, we're not that experienced yet. We're still young, but I
Yeah,
think we're on the right path. And we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna end up there. And I look
exactly.
forward to also one day meet you in real life. We also
Absolutely.
have a
This
lot
is
of
one of the
discussions online, of course. But one goal of I think we both share is that we're gonna one day meet each other.
yeah. Imagine the content that we make, the content that we create after we meet. So I'm saying like that's let's say here recorded because we do not have that much audience anyway. So let's fucking say it,
Hmm.
right? We actually made this promise that we are going to hit 10 at least 10K a month cash flow until 2024.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%.
So
It's
after
just
we
it's just
hit
gonna
that,
happen.
we are going to meet up. After we
Yeah,
did that,
100%.
we are going to meet up. I said it here because now I say because now I see myself responsible to do it. This is my duty
Of
now.
course.
Until
It's good.
2024, I'm gonna fucking have 10K cash flow. So
Good.
do you.
It's good. Of
And then we're gonna meet
course,
up.
bro.
Imagine the content that we
Gonna-
create after that.
It's gonna be sick.
Bro.
I'm looking
Bro.
forward to it already.
Exactly. So yeah, here was the thing. Here was the very good connection that we made through the real world. So I give them the credit because the connection that we made here, and yeah, this is the process. We are making it and we are on the process, and this is the content now. After we make it, we are gonna have a more way cooler content because you'll see. I have things in my mind.
Yeah, 100%. We'll keep talking. We'll keep going back and forth, and we'll keep doing our own thing, and we'll see what the future holds for us, man.
Exactly. So thanks for watching this, everybody, and thanks for having you here, another. Literally my pleasure,
No
bro.
worries, man. Glad to be here, man, and see the audience next time.
Absolutely.